surprise on me.
Since there's more than the two of us, because it's really popular now, the Mandela Effect.
Oh, right.
And to see what all our false memories are, if they're not or real or not.
Okay. Can you try it or no?
I could. I have a bunch of examples right now.
Okay. Just stuff that we would remember or...
Yeah.
Yeah. That's cool.
Yeah.
You ever hear of the Mandela Effect? No.
Oh, see?
Explain it to her.
It is... They call it the Mandela Effect because... For some reason, they call it false memory because a bunch of people, when Nelson Mandela was in jail, a bunch of people said that he died in there, right? In the 80s, that he went to jail and he died in jail in the 80s. And a shitload of people believe it to be true, that that's what they honestly remember. And they've forgotten that he was released, and so they call it a false memory. It's sort of this weird false memory detail that a shitload of people remember. Mm-hmm. And there's many examples of it.
Or just like, for example...
you probably know a shitload of them, though, right?
Yeah, I've heard of them before.
Yeah.
Like, for example, there's the cartoon... Your kids probably you remember this. Remember that cartoon, The Bearstein Bears?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But it's not Bearstein, it's Berenstein, okay? But the thing is, everybody in their mind has it as Bearstein, but the books never say Berenstein. Because they're bears, I guess. Everybody believes it's Bearstein.
But it's not even that, though.
I thought it was Berenstein.
It's Berenstain.
Berenstain. Oh, okay.
See?
So, it's just a really weird...
Isn't that weird? And bunches of people have this weird memory of things.
Jazz, can I borrow your blankets?
Oh, yeah. By all
you
means.
got chilies? I do. Oh,
Tons of blankets.
I'm always cold.
Chilly?
I'm like one of these crazy people.
Oh, it's going to change for you very soon. Trust
You
me.
know what, honestly, Jazz, it's like one moment I'm frozen, the next minute I'm like freaking sweating.
Oh, really? You got that too now? Well, I've been recording us this whole time.
That's okay.
No, I just do it just because in that way I don't have to. Oh shit! I forgot to hit the record button.
Yeah, I know.
So we do our usual.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah, you guys are gonna get sick of hearing this. All
Yeah,
the
I know. It's like,
hi, we're back again.
Back again.
Here we are.
Here we are.
The pod boat.
Da-da-da-da.
It's stuck in my head. It's been stuck in my head for like 3 days now.
I don't know how close.
Who
I have
sang
to
that the first time?
What?
Who did
Some
the love
lounge
boat?
singer.
Who did the love? No, tonight.
You did.
No, it wasn't fucking me.
It was you.
I
It was
didn't
me.
make up.
Was it you?
Yeah, see, it was not me.
Oh, okay. Well, not that time.
Don't
anyway.
blame me.
Don't blame me all the time.
Don't blame me. Tattoo.
So easy. The plane.
I know. Fuck, I watched that too.
I don't think Fantasy Island ever really had a theme song. I mean, it was like a religion when I was a kid. Saturday
Did
night.
it?
Saturday
It was,
night.
yeah.
Was
Did
there
it
a
have
theme
a
song?
theme song? Totally religion. Love Boat followed
Oh
by
yeah,
Fantasy Island.
totally. Yeah, it was Bugs Bunny and Tweety Hour,
Oh,
and then
I
it
missed
was I think news for a little bit. Then there was wrestling, and then AWA wrestling with Jim Brunzell and all those shit guys.
Yep.
Mean Gene Okerman, you know, like I'm talking wrestling hardcore, right?
Yeah, yeah.
And then after that, it was Love Boat, and then it was Fantasy Island, and then it was SNL. That was my Saturday nights when I was a kid.
SNL.
Yeah. That was mine.
And
I
Sundays
had
were for
unsupervised-
movies and
Yeah.
National Geographic.
Oh, there was nothing. Omaha,
Omaha.
remember
Yeah.
those shows? Yeah.
Doo-doo-doo.
I had no supervision when I was a kid. I was left at my mom's house, and she was passed out most of the time. So I was just running around the neighborhood or watching TV. That was
I know.
It was kind of sad, but that was on the weekends. Otherwise,
No.
not.
How old were you then?
I don't know. I stayed at her place on weekends from the time I can remember to whenever.
Yeah.
But then during the week, I was at my grandparents here in Windsor Park, so it was like quite the opposite.
Yeah.
Like, wonky world. Anyway, enough about me. Yeah, so here we are again, Saturday nights, all right, for podcast.
It is.
We have special guests in the PodCellar because the Pod Lounge is way too hot tonight.
Oh, yeah.
Hot. So we have Doris and Colleen. What? Uh-oh. They're turning on each other.
They're already ready to fight. What the
A little
hell?
booze happening, and Saturday nights are right for fighting, I guess.
Yeah.
But we have Colleen and Doris with us. They suffered through our last episode, which was the St. Patrick's episode. Koshimikora.
Oh.
Koshimikora. Little leprechaun.
Little leprechaun.
And again, thanks for coming back.
Again.
Like shit, there's a lot of you out there. Like seriously, this
We're
is
1,000
amazing.
now.
And Colleen.
Yay!
Yay, Colleen. She became our 1,000 follower. Yay! All hail Colleen. She'll be ever known as our 1,000th.
Oh,
Our
we'll have to
1,000th
build a
customer.
statue.
Over 1,000 served.
No.
Thanks for enjoying our memes if you listen to the podcast. Oh, and this is really cool, guys. I know you guys are on Facebook a lot and stuff, but we actually had a compliment. We should do a shout out. I've been meaning to do this. A shout out to Josh from Australia.
Oh, yes. Thank you.
He sent us a message saying, you guys are great. You're funny. I love your show. Keep up the good work. How Australia.
Like, holy shit.
Fucking amazing.
It is fucking amazing.
Like, we're reaching around the world.
Holy crap.
Yeah, the ghost
We got long arms.
It's a heavy place. A lot of shit happening there.
A lot of shit there. Yeah, I know.
But thanks, Australia. Near and dear to our hearts. So thank you for listening. Thank you for reaching out. And just like Josh, don't be afraid to reach out and email us at
Givinguptheghostpodcast@gmail.com.
She's so sexy.
Yeah.
And
it's my phone voice.
It's your phone voice.
My phone voice. I feel like I'm like
I have a frog
at the pharmacy. Hello, can I help you?
Oh, hello. So again, we're here. We know nothing about everything and everything.
Nothing about nothing and everything about everything. Damn rights we do.
As the Twisted Tea is kicking
I know.
in.
They're
And the
so
shots.
good.
We like getting shit-faced and talking about ghosts, so that's our thing. So
It's a good night, though.
that's our shtick. That makes for a good night.
It
and
does.
food. Lots
And
of food
food.
again. So
Look at all that food.
I know. Well, somebody will eat it later when he gets home.
Yeah.
So that's all good. But ladies, thank you for joining us. Kudos to you. They have a couple of homegrown ghost stories to tell us, or experiences with the paranormal, I guess you'd say.
Yeah.
So
Who's going to go first?
who's going to go first?
I will.
Come on. Okay.
And
I'm
actually,
ready.
you know what?
Wait.
I've never done this. But
You've never done this.
Oh my! That's
Oh.
leaving a lot of room for nothing, hey?
I've never done this. You're going to hold the mic and you can do karaoke.
That's right.
Ba-ba-ba.
You can sing if you want.
You can. We
Wish I was a
encourage
little more
dancing.
prepared for
I want to
this.
hear a limerick.
A limerick.
A dirty limerick or a clean limerick?
There once was a man from Nantucket.
Who's?
Oh my god.
Look at that technology.
That's awesome.
Isn't it swell?
Holy shit, I feel like the news now all of a sudden.
Reporting live from
The basement.
Winnipeg.
That's fine. We can
Okay,
see.
I'm here.
Chat away.
Shout away.
What do you really
So-
want me to
Well,
talk about first?
Do you want me to just ask you questions? I
Sure.
know we've talked
Yeah,
about
okay.
this
She's
before.
like, yeah, please ask me something.
Okay. So, Doris, where did you grow up again?
Oh, on a dairy farm in Dunrea, Manitoba.
In Dunrea? So where was that?
Dunrea.
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 You're done.
You're done, Ray.
Dunlops and Rays. Dunrea.
And where is that in proximity? Is that like Northern area-ish?
It is west of Winnipeg. It's probably in between like Wawanese and Killarney.
Oh, even
Okay.
further. Okay.
Yeah.
So, in growing up, not much going on out there, I guess, eh?
On the farm?
Cows.
Oh,
Cows.
it was so busy, yeah. We had every single farm
Did you?
animal, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
really?
Yeah.
Sheepses?
Okay.
Actually, no.
No
That's
sheep.
the one thing we
Sheep.
didn't have.
Ha-ha.
We had goats,
Yeah.
Really?
yeah, pigs, cows.
Goats freak me out because of their eyes. They have
They
these
have
freaky
triangle
eyes.
pupils.
They got freaky
They
shit
have
eyes
triangle
happening.
fucking pupils, goats.
Do they?
They do.
Never noticed?
You had goats. Did you not look at their eyeballs before?
I didn't. Well, I didn't like focus. I guess right on their
guess.
Yeah,
eyeballs.
but they do.
Yeah,
They've
yeah.
got freaky triangle
They're very
pupils.
mischievous, though. Hey,
I was
goats?
young. I didn't really,
Yeah.
I wasn't really appreciative of the farm when I was young. Right
Yeah.
now, I am.
Yeah.
No, for sure,
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah.
So out in Dunrea, you lived on the farm.
A dairy
Some-
farm.
Some shit happened out there, like
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of shit.
In the farmhouse was built with old barnwood.
okay.
Ooh.
So I actually had a room upstairs, which was so far up there. You know, how, like 30 stairs
yeah.
going up
Tiny,
narrow.
skinny little friggin' stairs.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
know.
There was nothing major at the farm, but there was just one time where I was coming out of my room, and my brother Don was right across from me. And when I was coming out, I was walking down the hallway, and I was going to turn to go down the stairs, and someone tapped me on the shoulder.
No. And you're like, what do you want?
Yeah, I said, "Hey,
Yeah.
what do you want, Don?" And he's not there.
Oh, shit.
And that happened to me actually a lot.
Oh
but,
yeah,
Really?
like little things like that. But
right.
but that's it. But that nothing ever happened
Yeah, yeah.
again
No.
until
But still, someone's touching you.
yeah, I
Yeah.
guess it's
How
weird.
old were you then?
12.
Oh, okay. So
Yeah.
you're old enough to like kind of wonder
To
what
know.
the hell's going on.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I freaked out, ran down those 30
Yeah.
stairs.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I know it. And they were so steep always and narrow.
Yeah.
I know.
And then the next thing that happened is we moved into a house on School Road in Winnipeg. And my daughter Jordan, she was two 2 years old. And so we're sitting there. I read her book every night, and I try to do monotone, like how you were just like the same, right? And
To
she's,
lull her to sleep.
lull her to
Yeah.
sleep every night, the same thing, right? And then one night she
fucking
goes,
book
"Hey,
every night."
mommy, why is that little girl coming out of the wall?" And she's like this little baby voice talking to me. Never seen a horror movie in her life.
No.
Of course.
Yeah.
And I remember The Grudge, right? So I'm thinking, a girl coming out of the wall. She goes, "Yeah, Mom." And I said, "Well, what does she look like?" I'm trying not to really.
Yeah.
Oh, she's got long black hair, but it's covering her face.
Oh.
I'm like, oh, okay. So I kept reading the book, and just trying not to freak out.
Yeah.
And about, I don't know, say 15 minutes later, she goes, "Mom, the little girl's going back into the wall."
You're like, thank God.
So I said, okay,
Yeah.
got her, grabbed her, put her in my room.
Yeah.
And
That's
so then we
creeps me
moved from that house to another house, and we were outside one day, and we're playing, and my neighbor across the street, we could see in their big picture window, and we seen a little girl
Okay.
with long black hair.
Okay.
But we just moved there, so we didn't know if she had company or whatever, right?
Right.
Or if that was normal.
And she was just looking at us, watching us play and all that kind of stuff. Like, I couldn't really see her, but you can tell there was a girl with long black hair looking.
Yeah.
And so we asked our neighbors, and I said, "Well, who's visiting you right now?" Because she was outside. Nobody.
Oh.
No, there's nobody. I have 2 boys.
Shit.
Oh.
So we don't know if that has anything to do with the little girl that was in the...
Someone's following you around?
And then the little girl's watching us, and then in the house things are happening.
Right.
Okay.
I actually got it saged. We have holy water everywhere now.
Like the house
Really?
you are.
Yeah, the house we're in right now.
Okay.
Yeah. Things were happening with Jordan again.
Right.
In the room she was in, she would wake up with little circle bruises.
Oh, I seem to remember
Her
you telling me
ankles,
about that.
her
Really?
wrist,
Yeah.
and her
Like
thighs.
teeny tiny ones?
Yeah, like fingers, like dunk, 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 dunk,
Oh, really?
like that. And I thought, okay, whatever, like.
Yeah.
And then her boyfriend moved in, and then ever since her boyfriend moved in, nothing's really been happening that much.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
That's good.
But
Are
then
they
when
in
he
the
goes
basement?
away,
Are they in
when
the
he
basement?
goes
Yeah,
away
yeah.
on a trip or something like that,
Yeah.
it starts again.
Really?
Yeah.
Wasn't there something one time years ago when the girls weren't in the basement, but they saw something? Or
My nephew actually was in the room next door, and he was renting the room next
Right.
door, and he used to complain to me all the time that these 2, he thought it was my kids that were in his room. Because when he lived with us, they were really kind of young.
yeah.
So why are they in the corner of my room staring at me?
Oh.
But he wasn't really, he's waking
yeah.
up and he's
In and
looking,
out
why is
and-
these 2 figurines sitting or
Right.
standing in the corner of his room?
Right.
And that wasn't my kids.
No.
Did they have long black hair?
No, he couldn't see
Oh, he was
exactly. He
just
just
like-
seemed
just
like
people
a shadow,
Out-
Right.
but
outline.
knew they were
Yeah.
kids.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh.
Holy
What
shit.
the hell?
Yeah. He used
What
to.
the hell happened on that farm?
Oh no, not the.
I know,
oh,
but
it
yeah,
came from the farm.
yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know.
The farm that you guys were at, like, was it like the family farm? Like, had your family had inherited the farm, like the house?
Or were you just sort of like
do you know
renting it?
much
You
of
know
the
what I mean?
background?
No, I don't know much of the background. All I knew is my dad built the house
Oh, he did.
Oh, okay.
out of old barn wood.
Oh, right.
So-
from that land, probably, I would imagine. Or
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, because we had a really red barns that were really
Yeah, yeah.
pretty.
Oh,
Yeah.
I love
Yeah.
those old barns and stuff.
No.
So something could have attached to the barn.
And there was actually one day that Jordan was actually walking to school when she was, so she was in grade 9. And this is before her boyfriend moved in, of course. And she's walking down by the mailbox.
Yeah.
And she's just walking, and all of a sudden something blew in her ear. And it wasn't a windy day. And it wasn't cool. It was a hot,
Yeah.
blew in her ear. She jumped so hard. She jumped, ran back to the house, phoned me. I was at work. She phoned me.
Yeah.
I think she phoned you, Colleen,
Really?
to
Wow.
get a ride.
Wow.
She couldn't. She missed the bus, so she couldn't get a ride because it
Freaked her
freaked her out. Like,
Shit.
and she could feel sometimes something breathing beside her in her room, and she just thought that must have been followed
just give
her
me the willies
when she was
right
walking to the bus.
Yeah. Yeah.
So like little things like that are happening.
Yeah.
So we've had it saged,
Yeah.
and
Huh?
we do have holy water. They say to keep the holy
Yeah.
water in your house,
Yeah.
and little things will happen, but not.
Nothing major.
It's happening now to Brooke.